Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, police are come. Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, policeman are come.
Sanko licky love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Sanko licky love up on the dam and the gala holla murder.
Police are come and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Sanko kissy love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Sanko kissy love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, police are come. Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, policeman are come.
Sanko chase the love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Sanko chase the love up on the dam and the gala holla murder.
Police are come and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Sanko catchy love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Sanko catchy love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Police are come and the gala holla murder. Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, police are come. Sanko boy, you better run. Sanko boy, policeman are come.
Sanko squeeze the love up on the dam and the gala holla murder. Sanko squeeze the love up on the dam and the gala holla murder.
Right across Ghana, when the ministers of Granger or Nagamutu come here after the 21st of March, you say to them, what the...
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cop, and what they are doing today I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su? My relationship?
Hawk 2!
I can't take it no more. I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people. Search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up. The people.
How old are you?
I am 28, sir.
And where do you live?
In PT.
You own your own home?
Not as yet.
Apply for a house lot?
Not yet.
Well, sit down. You're not participating on the enhancement of your own life.
Are we gonna do a body man walk right now? You ready? Fuck, so let me go now. Hear me sing now. Body walk, body walk, body walk. Everything.
Good night and welcome to Straight Up. Well, I'm not sure how we're starting off like that. You guys know I don't know what's going on, with the operator. As you guys know, we have an operator just for about a couple of weeks, and we're going to introduce that operator at some point in time until Lemon is back on the job. And I don't know, I cannot start my program like, thank you. Let's start right over again. Good night, and my name is Mark Benschop. Welcome to Straight Up. We have lots and lots of things to talk about, but how can we talk about it if you just don't share the link? Share the link, and let's get ready to rock and roll right here on 107.1 FM. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? I noticed that Miss Booker is addressing Tanti Morrell as what? As fake Michael Jackson. Guys, we know that. Fake. Everything about that fake Michael Jackson is just what it is. Fake. But elections are around the corner, right, Miss Watley? Elections are around the corner. I hope you guys are going out there and ensure that you talk to the people in your communities. If they are vexed, tell them, let them just put their vexation aside and look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is the PPP has got to go. Whatever problems will be fixed, well, afterwards, right? But we should start fixing some of the problems now. But the biggest of all the problems is the PPP regime. They've got to go. They've got to go. How often do you guys want to hear the same drum? Right, Beverly Ann, Romaine? The PPP has got to go. But the PPP cannot go by just sitting back and saying the PPP got to go. You guys got to work to make it happen. A couple of you guys going out in front of, where is it? In front of GCOM. Couple of you. Rhonda Lane and just a couple of you. That's where the crowd needs to be as well. In front of GCOM. The Guyana Elections Commission. Speaking of crowd, folks went out in the Coffee Square, the square of the revolution. They were out there in their numbers in support of Melly Mel. People are of the view, and rightly so, that an injustice, there's an injustice. Despite the speculations, and not speculation, the rumors and the propaganda by the corrupt PPP regime, right? And they want people to buy into that propaganda. And because they are spreading the propaganda about the situation with Melly Mel, they want people to support them and embrace them and not say that regardless of what the situation is, we don't know what it is, but at the end of the day, well, we don't know what it is, right? But at the end of the day, nothing is wrong with you guys or anybody supporting and asking for justice for Melly Mel. Absolutely nothing is wrong with that, right? So do not let the PPP trolls, the PPP vagabonds, the propagandists, do not let them box you into a corner. Do not let them think that you are doing something that is so wrong. Now, wait a minute. Isn't it the same PPP regime who go in bed with any and anybody? They go in bed with money launderers. They don't care. They go in bed with drug lords. They don't care. They go in bed with gold smugglers. They don't care. And now, if they don't care, they ramp and they deal with terrorists and folks who support terrorists. They're in bed with those individuals. And yet they want to tell you, they want to tell us that it is wrong to lend the support to Melly Mel, not me. They're not going to bluff me on that. I saw the criminals in the PPP regime questioning. I put out her, what was that? Melly Mel's. Her folks got their GoFundMe. And nothing is wrong with that. Absolutely. I see some pakus saying that Melly Mel rich and Melly Mel says she rich and what she want with money. But Barra Jagdeo and all them beg for money. Irfan and all them beg for money. This way thing is get donation from the drug lords and the money launderers and the gold smugglers. Jagdeo is said to have billions of dollars in a bank account in China. These guys are filthy rich, but yet they go out there and they beg. Whether they come in a saucepan and they beg for money. People write checks for 20 million, right? People write checks for 21 million, and that's just a drop in the bucket. But yet they want to tell you. I saw one of the pakus saying that Benschop in donate nothing. Benschop afraid to donate. Me? Afraid because of what the bloody PPPs think? What they think? I am going to be afraid to drop a little whatever it is in Melly Mel's GoFundMe? And I got to hide and do that? What's wrong with these pakus in the PPP? Me, it's not like them will hide and do things, you know. Some of them just go around the cathedral and duck and hide. They just duck and I'll judge you unless you finish the rest. They just duck and that's what they do at the cathedral. All over. And so they think that it's a crime. Where my wallet them on? They think that it's a crime to take out a little change and support the GoFundMe that Melly Mel folks put up. So what? So what? The PPP gets support from all sort of criminals in Guyana. And maybe outside of Guyana as well. Oh, man. Oh, right. Oh, here. Let's continue the program. Let me show you guys how hypocritical these bandits, these PPP bandits are, right? How hypocritical they are. And they want you to feel as though you're guilty. You don't know, Melly Mel has not been charged with any crime, any criminal act, you know. She has not. So don't let these guys, of course, we're hearing that there's a situation with immigration and a situation. Irfan Ali has had a situation with immigration. Y'all remember the Canadians blocked him from going to Canada? But they support the PPP embrace and they support Fatbai. They support Irfan Ali. They embrace him. They support him. 19 fraud charges leveled against Irfan Ali. 19 fraud charges against Irfan Ali. Look, he's there. And he's sitting there today as, quote unquote, the president of Guyana. 19 fraud charges. Blocked from entering Canada. So if they want talk, if they want to play as though they are holier than thou, well, who are they? Who are they? 19 fraud charges. He was blocked from going to Canada. But yet they want to tell you guys that it is wrong or it is a crime to support Melly Mel's GoFundMe. So basically what they want to do is to lock people in a corner and to make people feel as though they're guilty, like a guilt trip, as though Melly Mel is the baddest woman on the planet. And that if any one of you support her, then they're gonna say, look who cares? Don't let the PPP direct you guys or control you guys. 19 fraud charges, blocked from going to Canada. Up to now, he said he was going to tell you guys why he was blocked, but he didn't tell y'all anything. He didn't come out and say anything. Why? Why did the Canadians block him? He didn't come out, he ain't said nothing. And then they got another one pomposetting himself. Kwame. You know, who is set to be in charge of the trolls? Kwame. Kwame. Look, they get somebody with the name Devil talking about credit card fraud. Devil. They're right here. You see, these people ain't get no shame. Them ain't get no shame. They pick up names such as Devil. Devil. Well, they're right. You know, they're right to name themselves that. They're right to name themselves Devil. You can't go wrong with that. Self-explanatory. But look at Kwame. In 2009, U.S. revokes Kwame McCoy's visa. The U.S. did that. Them in jump up and them in thing in, them in say nothing. But look, they were in office at that time when this happened. And so this whole thing about, Melly Mel this, Melly Mel that, Melly Mel this, at the end of the day, if Melly Mel did anything wrong, well then, there's always the law. Don't get me wrong. But thus far, we haven't heard anything other than all the criminals in the PPP regime, the hierarchy of the PPP regime, all of them. They believe as though they clean. Them is pandits. Them is mages. Them is reverends, pastors. Look at them. Look at some of the trolls. Look at them. We know who they are. Look at them, right? Kwame McCoy U.S. visa back in 2009 revoked. And y'all know why too, right? Y'all know why. Allegations of trying to ting a little boy, a little schoolboy, trying to ting a little schoolboy. Oh man. And then let's in 2014, Priya Manik-Chan. She has never been invited, I think. She's never been invited back at the U.S. ambassador's residence out there in Guyana. Manik-Chan booed during attack. They attacked the U.S. ambassador. Vex, cuss him out. Nasty, nasty, nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. They cursed him out, right? But yet these people in the PPP regime, they want to tell you that they're decent people, right? At Freedom House, at office of the president, and that they mean well for Guyana. And they're picking on a poor little black woman by the name of Melly Mel, as though she has done whatever wrong. I don't know what's going on other than she has been picked up, has been questioned over some immigration situation. And that's all we know. And that's all we have to go by. What we know. We cannot go by what the PPP trolls or the bandits in the PPP telling you guys. Do not listen to the rumors, especially the rumors coming from the PPP regime, guys. The PPP. Oh man, y'all could do better. Y'all could do better. The PPP, former PPP lawmaker charged with sexual assault. He claims, of course, that he's innocent, right? Former PPP regime. These are the people who want to jump on a mountaintop to talk about morality. These are the people, some of y'all out there, afraid to just jump up and say that you are fighting against the injustice that's meted out against Melly Mel. And the fact that the PPP regime, they want to persecute her. That is what it's about. Don't let the PPP guys, them try to make you guys feel guilty. Look at what? Former PPP lawmaker charged with sexual assault. Of course, he maintained then his innocence, right? Good. Just giving you a little rundown. On the same PPP regime, right? They hold on to their bad guys and bad gals, so to speak. High Court rules that Ashni Singh, who is now set to be the Minister of Finance, he and Brassington were charged for misconduct misconduct in public office. And after they were charged, they went out of the country and they weren't returning, and all manner of things. All manner of things. But yet, folks, are you guys going to allow the PPP regime to paint themselves as though they're angels? Are you going to allow Jagdeo to walk around and paint himself as though he is some kind of an angel? And make you guys feel as though that if you say free Melly Mel, it's a crime in the eyes of the PPP regime. That's how they want you to feel. Don't feel like that, guys. Don't let them make you feel guilty. Come on. Don't. Priya Manikchan, the now minister of, what is she the minister of? Education, right? Education. She said she complied with all legal procedures. She was actually, there's an allegation leveled against her about the land. She was questioned. Now, you didn't hear these same PPP folks, these trolls, these pakus, telling you that Priya Manikchan is a criminal. You didn't hear them then. They protected her at all cost. That is what they do. And they don't like when you guys stand up. When you guys stand up and fight against them. When you guys stand up and unite. And they don't like it. And so all day, they're peeping to seeing who support what, who give a little dollar to Melly Mel, GoFundMe, and all these things. But they've been telling you during the course of the Mohammed sanction, according to information, according to the Mohammeds, right? They're sanctioned by U.S., but according to them, they were still supporting the PPP financially. They ain't gonna tell all you that. They ain't gonna tell y'all that, just to put it raw. They're not gonna tell you guys that, right? They're not gonna share the check, the $20 million check or the $21 million check that was supposedly given to them, the PPP, by the Mohammeds, the same Mohammeds who were sanctioned, right? The same wannabe gangster, the same false prophet, according to Irfan Ali and according to Jagdeo, the wannabe. They're not going to tell you guys about that because for them, they feel every single thing they do wrong, or no matter how wrong it is. No matter how wrong it is, they try to justify it. That is the PPP regime. Y'all get time with them? Y'all have time with those vagabonds? Y'all have time with those pacos? Continue to support who you guys want to support. Continue to donate. You guys are not donating to terrorist organization or organizations. You guys are not protecting terrorists, as what happened under the PPP regime when there was said to be a guy who was wanted, one of the most wanted by U.S. law enforcement agencies. Al-Qaeda operative by the name of Sukri Juman or whatever his name. They killed him out in Pakistan. He had a Guyanese passport, right? The allegations are that he got the passport through some PPP officials. And those PPP officials were linked to drug lords and money launderers who shielded that terrorist while he was in Guyana. It is said that Rohi, who just celebrated his 75th birth anniversary, it is said that because of that, and Rohi promised to tell the public why his U.S. visa was revoked. He was then the Minister of Home Affairs, but he had his visas revoked. His visa revoked. He promised to tell you guys that. He never did. But yet, these are the people who want to dictate, who want to jump on a mountaintop to preach morality? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know. Abby D'Souza is asking me, how come my mouth or my tongue always slip? Abby is watching my tongue and how my tongue slip whenever it comes to BJ. My tongue doesn't slip when it comes to her. Him. My tongue doesn't slip. And now, let's continue to pay attention here, right? These are the people. These are the guys. Look at Jagdeo. 9 months. Well, not 9 months, right? 9 months after, y'all know Jagdeo was arrested. He was arrested and questioned about the Pradoville. Yes, that Pradoville land that, according to information, took away the land, ancestral lands from people. But yet these are the guys. This is the land. This is, take a look.
We're in Pradoville 2. All right, so here's where all the big shots will be living. Pradoville 2, compliments of Bharat Jagdeo.
Pradoville 2 took away the land from the people. Now, if Bornum did this, if Bornum took away lands from people and built a big housing scheme, then you don't hear that, oh, Bornum this, Bornum that. But Jagdeo has done it. And yet these are the same Pakus, the PPP Pakus, who want to tell you guys that Bornum was this and Bornum was that. These guys are 100 times worse than whatever they accuse Bornum of. God in heaven knows what they accuse Bornum of. That he banned flour and he banned, well, flour was banned. Give me a break. These guys are corrupt. 9 months after they arrested him. I don't know, man. And these are the guys who want to talk, who want to preach morality. These are the guys. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know. Let's go back to this one here. Kwame McCoy, who sits there as what is it? He's an MP and he's also a minister in the office of the Prime Minister. How many of you recall Kwame McCoy arrested for Crummy Wing murder? In 2016, the Kaichor News, this is not propaganda, you know. February 18, 2016, according to the Kaichor News, Kwame McCoy is now the 4th person to be arrested for the week after investigators reopened their murder probe, the probe into the March 10, 2015 murder of Courtney Crummy Wing. How many of you guys know that Kwame, the same Kwame McCoy, was arrested and questioned, but yet he sits there today as a minister? How many of you guys know that? But yet these are the people who want to talk about morality. These are the trolls, because hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably millions upon millions of dollars, every single month. Every single month. Every single month. Trench grappos, guys. Trench grappos. Right? Every single month. Can you believe it? Now, let us move on. Let us move on. Kwame McCoy, back to Kwame McCoy again. Back to Kwame McCoy again. In 2016, Kwame McCoy gun butt. Right? Gun butt victims says he was forced to flee Guyana. That is how these vagabonds, after assaulting, after a trial that lasted almost 1 year, Kwame McCoy was convicted. A convict. was convicted. These are the people. Some of them, the trench crappers out there. Guess what? The bombs raising. The bombs raising. The bombs raising. The becks. But yet they want to tell you guys that you can't give Melly Mel's GoFundMe a little change. That you can't say free Melly Mel. Who the bleep are those vagabonds to tell you guys that? You see the vagabonds I'm showing you guys. Look, Freedom House staffer Jason Abdullah. Look, he runs around everywhere. Irfan and Jagdeo, go either behind them. If they sneeze, you gotta wipe their nose. If they do whatever else, you gotta fund them. These are the guys. Look, Freedom House staffer jailed, was convicted, jailed for throwing feces on Freddie Kissoon. A bucket of bloop on Freddie Kissoon. Oh yeah, that is what they've done. But these are the people gonna come out and try to condemn folks who are basically saying free Melly Mel or throw $1 in the GoFundMe for Melly Mel and want to people tell you who you must give $1 to. These are the Pacos. These are the Chamars. These are the Licklicks. These are the Tedeka Board Nanika Chodor. These are the Korhi Katahars. These people? You've got to be kidding me, right? Jagdeo read charge for alleged divisive remarks. 2015, Jagdeo yesterday appeared. He appeared at the Whim Magistrates Court on a private criminal charge that he made racially divisive statements at Babu Jan. Oh yes. Speaking of Babu Jan, this coming weekend, they might go back at Babu Jan. And Jagdeo is going to put on his skirt and red everything and lipstick and wigs and going to parade and model at Babu Jan again. Lies upon lies upon lies at Babu Jan again. Remember, he was charged. He appeared at the Whim Magistrates Court and they put him inside of the dock. And he was vexed, his bumps raised. I don't think he ever forgave the magistrate at that time. I don't think he ever forgave that magistrate. Oh yes, but these are the people who want to tell you who you must support and who you mustn't support. These are the people. These are the vagabonds. You've got to be kidding me, right? These are the people. These are the SOBs. A sitting minister by the name of Barry Ramsaran threatened to slap and all sort of thing to a female protester, a female Charlene, a female protester. That is what they do. They think that they are bullies. These criminals think that they are bullies, and they want to tell you who you must support and who you mustn't support. And meanwhile, they're free to do whatever they want to do. They're free to mix and mingle with drug lords. They are free to mix and mingle with money launderers, gold smugglers, folks who finance terrorists. They feel they're free to do that. But it's a crime. It's a crime to say free Melly Mel, right? It's a crime to say that they are persecuting Melly Mel, right? It's a crime. To them, it is a crime. to take a little raise and throw it in Melly Mel's GoFundMe thing is a crime too, right? Well, I threw a little something, and they get vexed. They bumps raise. They went, here are these pacos and get nothing better to do with themselves. They went and they ran through the entire GoFundMe thing to see Mark Benschop. How much Mark Benschop donated? They think people's stupidity, right? They think people's stupidity. But they are a bunch of pacos because they expose themselves. That is what they do. They sit at the office of the president or with the presidents, and they run through that list to see who and who give a little raise. That is what they do all day with taxpayers' money. And they didn't think that people up and on to them and their games. They don't know that. They didn't know that by now. That they're not smart enough. And so when I made my contribution to assist the sister who is being attacked, persecuted, because they haven't convinced me that there's any credible charges against her. They haven't convinced me about that. And therefore, they can't stop me from throwing a little something. But what they do, they gone back at they fell for, they're not bright people, right? And so they gone now and they said that they ran through the entire GoFundMe list and they didn't see my name on it. They didn't see my name on it. So they were looking for my name on it. You got to have sense. You got to know how to deal with those convicts, right? So let them look. Let them keep looking. Let them keep looking. And they were concerned that Benschop saying, throw a little something in Melly Mel GoFundMe thing. But Benschop didn't do nothing. Benschop didn't throw nothing because they ran through the whole list. Those vagabonds. They get caught though. Let them keep looking. Let them keep looking. Oops, the Associated Press reported then that high-ranking politician in Guyana arrested, denies rape allegations involving indigenous girl. High-ranking politician. You know it's Dharamlal they're talking about there, right? Dharamlal. But they held on to Dharamlal. They held on to him. And they felt justified. They felt that it was the right thing for them to do. They hold on to Dharamlal, even though Dharamlal was arrested. And he denied the rape charge. But they held on to him. They held on to him, and they're telling you guys that all sorts of things about Melly Mel. All sorts of things. We have not seen any evidence about anything that they're telling you about her, right? But look, they held on. Every single person that I put out there, they held on to them. They held on to them, right? They held on to Priya Manikchand. They held on to this other one who was charged with sexual assault. They held on to him. They held on to Jagdeo, right? They held on to Brassington, now got a big position back in Guyana. They held on to Ashni Singh. They held on to Anil Nandalal. They held on to Jason Abdullah after he was convicted of throwing mess in Freddie Kissoon's face. They held on. They hold on to Kwame McCoy. They hold on to Kwame. Oh, yep. That is what they do. They held on to Edgil. That is what they do. Former PPP CMC MP, another man, each released on $25,000 bail for alleged breach of COVID-19 measures. They held on to Neil Kumar. They held on to them. U.S. revokes visas in 2017. U.S. revokes visas of PPP MPs. One of them, well, of course, you see Dharamlal, and the other one is whatever it is, Dharam Kumar or whatever. He is now the High Commissioner to India. Guyana's High Commissioner to India. They held on to them. All of these people and more they held on to. But they're telling you guys not to hold on to Melly Mel, Melissa Atwell, or Melissa Holder. Not to. They're telling you guys. They're making it look as though it's a crime because you decide to hold on to her, right? That is what they are about. And so, folks, do not allow the PPP to control this narrative. Do not allow you guys. So Sandra Brotherson is asking, Mark, who you held on to? Sandra Brotherson now is asking me who I held on to. Y'all think I should answer Sandra Brotherson right now? Right now? Right now? Look, they get a trench crapper named Nanko. Mahadev Nanko, same Benschop was jailed and he begged Jagdeo for. You see, this is the kind of nincompoop. These are the kind of crappos just crawl out from underneath the cathedral. This is the time they come out. They crawl out. Look at nincompoop or Nankam Mahadev Nankan is calling me a that is all they could do. When you expose them, then again nothing. Oh, then again nothing better. Mahadev Nankampu. That's his name. Then again nothing better to talk about. Oh, for me who was persecuted under the PPP regime. Then again nothing to talk about because the bombs raise. And you know when the bombs raise is like when you take salt and you trump on their back. That is what's happening to them right now. That is what's happening to them right now. Y'all go, I think Keith Isidan Sr. Get a nice video there on TikTok. Go and check it out. Tells you about every single thing. But these trench crappers, they don't like when you sprinkle. I like now tonight is a set of salt sprinkling on them. Shake up the apple cart. They don't like to be exposed. They think that they are the only bullies on the block and that they could threaten people and they could say anything and they could say this and say that. And nobody must say back. Nobody must confront them. Not me. No, not me. Not me. So now somebody's saying, who are you hold on to? Who do you want me to hold on to? Sandra. You know, one of them reggae song. How many of you know old reggae? I wish if I had a song, I would have probably played for Sandra. Sandra. I think one of them, it came out back in the days when Luna Bait from morning run go hold fresh. Go hold fresh. Luna Bait from, well, Sandra. All the Joylyn, man, you remember the Sandra thing? Anyways, let's stay focused. Let's stay focused, guys. Sandra probably meant well, by the way. Whoever Sandra is, right? Now, these are the Pakus. They hold on to their people. And they may want you hold on to nobody. Right? They may want you hold on to nobody. But I want to show you guys something. I'll take a quick break and I'll be right back. I'll continue to expose these hypocrites, these vagabonds in the PPP regime. We'll be right back with more of Straight Up right here on 107.1 FM, the station that the corrupt PPP regime they victimize. Of course, they discriminate against the same radio station, 107.1 FM. This is a radio station, I got to keep reminding y'all, this is not just a Facebook thing, you know. And the corrupt PPP regime, they discriminate against 107.1 FM. But we in K. We in K. We'll be right back. Look how evil set up, right? Look how evil set up. Well, let's count the days. And this is what I'm saying here, because I'm an optimist that Melissa Atwell will be freed. Let's count the days. And then all of the trolls and some of the white mouth individuals, they were left shocked. That's all I'm saying. But before we leave, I want you guys to take a listen to this here. And these are the same PPP people who feel that they can do anything to anybody. This was the guy, Charan Das, in India, cussing out Indian woman activist. Take a listen, guys. Take a listen and understand the corrupt PPP regime and how they operate. Take a listen.
No. What helpless dog? I don't need a dog in my yard, all right? You want a dog, take it, put it between your legs. No, you probably want the dog to fuck you. That's what you want. I don't care. I don't care who you are.
I don't care who the hell you are.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Now listen to me.
You're drunk.
Don't let any woman come in my yard. Hello. You like the camera?
Look, and even after that, you know what the PPP did? They sent him back because they were forced to send him back. It took months before they did that, right? And he continued to be on the payroll. They continue to have him on the payroll. And recently, guess what they're doing now? Guess what they did with him? They're giving him contracts now. And these are the people who want to tell you, want to tell us who we should support from who we shouldn't support. Those vagabonds, those PPP vagabonds, those PPP criminals. Listen again to what he did to that woman activist. Listen. They didn't condemn him. Take a listen.
No. What helpless dog? I don't need a dog in my yard, all right? You want a dog, take it, put it between your legs. No, you probably want the dog to fuck you. That's what you want. I don't care. I don't care who you are.
I don't care who the hell you are.
Fuck you.
Yeah, देखा?
Listen to me.
You're drunk. You're
Don't
bloody-
let any woman come in my yard.
You're bloody drunk.
Hello. You like the camera?
You don't understand English. Speak in English. चलो, तुम चलो.
And so again, I'm showing you these guys. These are the quality, the low level, the low class individuals who are running that country. And they want to tell you guys all day they're trolling. All day is sheer nonsense. And hundreds of millions of taxpayers' dollars being spent on dotishness. Every single day, they're peeping to see who give a little dollar here, who support what, and whatever. But they got a lot of peeping to do. They're going to get belly walk because elections are around the corner, and they know that they are on their way out. Again, I repeat, they know that they are on their way out. Right, Auntie Data?
Yes, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cop. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
One vote, they're losing it by data. They get enough anti-datas throughout the country, whether it's Blackbush, whether it's Port Morant, whether it's Manripo, whether it's Corrivitta, whether it's Little India, wherever it is, Rose Hall, whether Mount Sinai, out there in New Amsterdam and so forth, Bryman's-Irvin, all over. They get lots and lots of anti-data. Essequibo, Georgetown, all over they get anti-data. All over they get anti-data. Lots and lots of anti-data. The PPP know that they are about to get kicked out of office in the next elections. They are aware of that, and they're trembling. You hear Irfan Ali, but false prophet? Who could be more false prophet than these guys? Who can be more false prophet than these guys? Folks, don't let them control the narratives. Don't let them scare you. Continue to do what you're doing. 10 votes. Maybe folks in the US, maybe those folks out in New York can plan a protest in front of the Guyana consulate, maybe Monday of next week. Maybe, who knows? To show the world, remind the world as to how corrupt the PPP regime is. And they're using your tax dollars to persecute citizens. They're using your tax dollars to go after dissidents, to go after individuals who expose them. Do not be deterred. Do not be afraid. Just do not. Remain optimistic. What can they do? Look at all the things they've done. They've killed under their regime. So many persons got killed for speaking out and exposing them. So many people got jailed. So many people ran out of Guyana because of the corrupt PPP regime. They persecute people. They discriminate against people. All manner of things. And if you think that I'm lying, wait until this Saturday or Sunday, whenever they're at Babujan. That is where Bharat Jagdeo is going to broke out. You know, like that reggae song, broke out, right? And he's going to model. He's going to muddle, not model. He's going to muddle and play that Red Rat song whilst he's modeling for the people at Babujan. Hey, that girl in the tight top skirt. Every time you talk, you make my blood vessel burst. Hey, you girl. That's how he is going to behave at Babujan. Filthy character. How dare you guys want to tell people who they should support from who they shouldn't support? The biggest set of criminals there in Guyana. But yet, for calling freedom for a young woman that they are after, for reasons, of course, and that they're persecuting. And thus far, there's no credible evidence that she has done anything wrong. None whatsoever. The PPP just loves to persecute people. Until there's no evidence, shut up, PPP. And you guys continue to support whomever you wish to support. Because after all the evidence against the vagabonds in the PPP regime, they still continue to support their folks. Even those who have been convicted, they still parade around. They still get contracts. They still get good jobs in Guyana. So, folks, don't let them tell you guys or give you guys the impression that calling for the freedom of Melissa Atwell, Melissa Holder, aka Melly Mel. Don't ever let them tell you guys that it's a crime. It might be their crime, but it's justice you guys are fighting for. Just a matter of days. The optimist that I am, she will be out from where she is and be sent back to her family in New York. If she is sent back to Guyana, you know what they will do to her? They will pull a crummy wing on her. They will pull a waddle on her. You know what that means, right? They will kill her. That is what they will do. I'm out of here. God bless you all. See you back. Same place, same time, right here on 107.1 FM. Continue to pray for the country of our birth, Guyana. Continue to pray for that country. One more thing quickly before I go. I saw in the Chronicle, guys. The Chronicle, you know what they get in the Chronicle? You know what they got in the Chronicle? The folks who gathered around the Square of the Revolution today, Coffee Square, in solidarity with Melissa Atwell. You know what they say now? That folks were protesting. These PPP, who are these people? Big headline in the Guyana Chronicle. Big headline, big headline. I can show you all the headline. Give me a minute. I ain't ready for go yet. Give me another minute, please, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, y'all think I'm kidding? I want you guys to take a look at this before I go. You know, they get some comedy guys on TikTok or whatever say, hey, y'all come take a look at this, right? Y'all come take a look at this. Don't go anywhere. Come take a look at this propaganda. Come quick. Come take a look at this propaganda, guys. Come take a look at this propaganda. In the Chronicle, these ladies and gentlemen were out there this afternoon in solidarity with Melissa Atwell, praying and chanting and beating drums for her freedom. And look what these pacus put in the Guyana Chronicle that you guys, taxpayers, are paying for. Look what them put. Hey, y'all come take a look at this. Gloria Pat, come take a look at this. Hazel, Ulumbu, come take a look at this. Andrea, come take a look at this. Jamal Aziz, come take a look at this. Francine Cruz, Come take a look at this, Francine Cruz. Mary Figueroa, come take a look at this. Raquel Gentle, take a look at this. Big headline in the Guyana Chronicle. And they say, opposition protests against Trump administration's immigration policy. Y'all, and then y'all like I don't want to go right now. Are you guys seeing? Are you guys reading? Huh? Nancy, come take a look at this. Princess, everybody, come take a look at this. Passport, come take a look at this. Rhonda Lane, you see what's going on? Karen Clark, you guys see what's going on? Allison Bennett, you see what's going on? The people went out in their numbers, praying and beating drums for Melly Mel, for her freedom. The people never cussed Trump. They never cussed nobody. They ain't talk about no immigration policy or nothing. Not a single one of the speakers did that. Not a single one of the speakers mentioned Trump. Not a single one of them. Them Katahars, them Korhis in the PPP regime, right? Look at what they did in the Guyana Chronicle. I want y'all come take a look at this. That's what y'all got to do. Come and take a look at this. The bombs raising. Not for them, they're coming through, but they don't want to, a few of them coming and chat and comment crap, and then they disappear. Salt gone on their back. Right? Salt gone on their back. Like Chatram. Just crawl out from underneath the cathedral after Otisha done sprinkle salt pony. Take a look at this, guys. This is not propaganda. Take a look at this. The PPP controlled media house Chronicle. Right, Nancy and others, and Frank Rice, Jamal Aziz, Parkland Wills. Look, y'all think I'm kidding? And these are the people telling y'all that y'all mustn't support Melly Mel. Look at what they're using your tax dollars to do. Where is the evidence that this was a protest against Trump administration's immigration policy? You see what they do? You see how dangerous the PPPC regime, you see how dangerous these vagabonds are? They are extremely dangerous. And look, opposition protest against Trump administration's immigration policy. And look, I got. You know where I going? I going and donate $50. It's going to hurt them. They're going to try to look and see where the $50 go. Benschop in it. I'm going, and probably where Melissa Atwell is, I'm going to put $50 on her talk shop so that she can get something to buy for the time being where they have her, where ICE is holding her. $50 are going and give she now. They could go and look and see if Benschop give the $50 or whatever. $50. If the bumps raise because of that, well, the bumps going to raise even more. The bumps going to get bigger. And whilst the bumps raise, let it go wrong by the cathedral, the angel and Otisha sprinkle, and Lilawati, let us sprinkle salt on them Paku's back. A set of PPP vagabonds. I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night, same place, same time, right here on 107.1 FM. Don't forget, tomorrow they have other programs during the course of the day. Tune into those programs. Support those programs as well. God bless you all.
I can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people, search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. you make everything you do is about clout. Then you come into me for I shake your hand, there's nothing to smile about. Corruption inside every sector, but when it comes to them, they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Baratans too.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Sujurong?
You could probably, on the maritime area, give Venezuela a channel out to the sea. So,
yes, my name is Jagdeo from Vietnam, and since 1965, I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
So it's in the rice price.
The rice price something to do with it. I talk to you, man, somebody. Then I talk to you, I can't tell you nothing. And you come out, people every week, I